So we got a special one for you today. We've got a customer out of Tennessee that saw one of our posts on one of our platforms, and he figured out where I personally was located and knew that he wanted to do business with Complete Trailers because he was having some trouble with some local dealers that just didn't know the ins and outs of the process, of the blueprints, of the building and the manufacturing of trailers when it comes to highly customized trailers. So he found out where I was located, reached out, worked with him for several months, from conception to design, layout, revisions, blueprints, all of this over the phone. So we can do the same thing for you as well. All of our teams are highly capable of handling any custom ordering, and we're going to take a look at a highly custom trailer for a customer out of Tennessee right here today. So my customer traveled last night from Tennessee to meet me here. I flew out, planes, trains, automobiles, from California, and we're going to take a look in the showroom. His trailer is ready right here. Okay, so this project was born from a concept of a trailer that we posted a couple years ago. This particular customer saw that trailer post and took that exact same trailer. It's a 36-foot gooseneck used for racing, and he modified it heavily to make it his and his own, so very custom. So we're going to take a look at some of those features here. Underneath the gooseneck, one feature that he talked about adding was finishing off with black aluminum on the underside of the gooseneck bunk area here. So it just finishes the look. If this weren't here, you would see aluminum cross members and framing. So this was a really nice touch, very simple for him to add, but a really nice touch for him to add this on. In the front of the trailer, you're going to see stainless steel corners and stainless steel wrap in front. That's going to tie in with the stainless steel rear. So we've got a blackout package down the side, but the front is stainless, including the verticals and the radius, and the rear is stainless as well. So a lot of times if you do a blackout package, this is blacked out and the rear is blacked out, but not this case. This is stainless in front, stainless in the rear, but the trim is black. Really, really, again, a nice touch that this customer added. We added a spare tire into the compartment underneath the baggage, or in the baggage door here in the front. And this is also the place where you're going to see your batteries located. Up underneath the bunk area, there's also a couple of LED lights that are really handy. You can turn those on. It gives you some illumination for nighttime accessing these compartments here. On the driver's side of the trailer, there's a couple of features that I wanted to point out here. Obviously, there's a thicker aluminum skin. We do that typically with Intech and ATC. We do that in a lot of different trailers. The blackout trim, that's a matte black. But with the city water connection, one thing I wanted to point out, and one thing that Intech didn't have available, but we customized it, was this black tank flush. So that's really important when you've got a bathroom trailer, that you're able to flush out the tank when you're dumping your tank. So that's something taken from toy hauler industry knowledge. Again, something a lot of dealers just aren't going to know. That's why you should just call us. We've got a generator mounted in this compartment here on the side of the trailer, and it's on this side. It's kept away from the living area or where somebody would sleep up in the bunk area. And these wheels are Alcoa. This is an upgraded wheel. As of the filming of this trailer, these wheels are $810 approximately upgrade from the standard wheel. So just to kind of give you an idea, triple axle, $810 a piece. It adds up pretty quick, but they are beautiful and match a lot of coach motorhomes. On the curb side of the trailer, there's a couple things. There's a gas fill on this side, as well as a gravity fill for water. Now, the reason that the city water fill is on the other side and the gravity is on this side, gravity needs to be right near where the water tanks are. So the water tanks are just underneath here, in between the axles. Obviously, triple axle design, perimeter skirting package, nice LED lighting on the outside, as well as a 12-volt awning. When I enter into the curbside door, there's a gas shock that keeps this door from swinging all the way open. So it keeps it at about 90-degree angle with a slide-out step as a grid step, non-slip step underneath here. One little note I wanted to make, next to the curbside door here, there's a couple of receptacles and an airline outlet. Now there's outlets inside the trailer as well as this one here. We can place these wherever you want, and it's really nice because if you wanted to fill up tires with air, you've got capacity to do that outside and inside the trailer. In the rear of the trailer, you can see the stainless steel verticals here, as well as the stainless steel ramp door, and also up into the spoiler. So we've got loading lights, as well as a light bar that's mounted above, and that's just an optional thing you can pick. as well as we added these keyed lock, really nice keyed lock latches, recessed cam locks here. So this ties in really nicely with the stainless steel on the front, stainless steel in the rear. Just open up the door, it's just a simple pull down. All right, so we also added the pair of the 6-foot long ramp extensions because race car, but the center ramp extension was added as a custom feature because this customer has a cart with fuel that he carries in and out of the trailer, and he needed something in the middle to get that cart up on, because just simple ramp extensions here, the 6-foot long, just wouldn't work. So that was a much more viable option. All right, so I'm going to focus on the road side of the trailer first. There's a lot to cover inside this trailer. We mounted one spare tire up on the wall here with the Alcoa wheel. There's also the spare in the front in that compartment underneath the gooseneck. So you've got 2 spares. Carpeting up the walls, carpeting on the fender wells to protect your car doors when you open up your cars so you don't ding your car door. That's why we put the carpeting there. Airline track at specific locations so you can strap easy ups, tables, anything to this track system here. These cabinets were highly custom with lighting underneath. And the reason I say highly custom is this was a very specific depth, and they step up as we move forward in the trailer. So there's a deeper cabinet when you get to this section here, as well as an even deeper cabinet in the very front, just above your generator compartment. So that was all custom, from this particular customer. In the very front of this cabinet section, you've got all of your controls, you've got your thermostat, some receptacles, USB ports, and a light switch for the cabinet lights that are mounted here. Up in this top cabinet, which isn't super convenient, but the customer was aware of where this was going to be located, is your manual cutoff switch, your generator start switch here, and your breaker box. So that's kind of overhead and out of the way. The very front, toolboxes. There's 2 toolboxes stacked on top of each other. So this toolbox starting here to the bottom, you can see there's different sizes of toolboxes and drawers, as well as cabinet doors above there for additional storage. Curb side of the trailer, more of the same, but different. You've got a tire rack on this side, once again, because race car. Airline inlet underneath, so it's a nice connection. You can hook an air hose there. Coming forward, nice wheel well cabinets. So these wheel well cabinets are a pickable option with Intech, but what's not pickable is this fold down shelf. So that's just something that has to be added. You could put a computer screen here. There's receptacles to power it up. And there's also some track on the inside to tie certain things down if somebody wanted to do that. So wheel well cabinets were a really nice feature. In front of the wheel well cabinets, we've got a nitrogen tank holder, as well as another airline outlet up above here. Ladder going up to the roof next. We're going to kick our shoes off. We're going to go up on the roof. I did want to mention that there's a recessed compartment for a winch in the very front of the trailer in case the car breaks at the track. You've got access to be able to winch the car in. Now there's a simple mechanism that opens this hatch to the roof, and we're going to go up on the roof because there's a couple of important things I want to show you up there. I wanted to show what the roof rack looks like. That's an observation deck. A lot of people ask us what that looks like in the down position. So this is the amount of space that it takes up, just a few inches. And then to assemble it, it's really simple. So I'm going to bring that railing up here, this one back here. And just for display purposes, you can see what this railing looks like. So you can watch the race from up on top of your roof. Okay, so here we are up on the roof. Don't even mention my socks, guys. I know, there are no show socks. Somebody's gonna mention it. One thing I wanted to point out on the roof, very important, is that we've got a Starlink kit. This is supplied by us. The nice thing about this Starlink kit is it gives a really nice range for Wi-Fi, for internet. Gone are the days of having satellite dishes on trailers. Everything's moving to Starlink, and the router is built into this system here. So there's no separate router. That's why we chose this. This is used usually on Baja race trucks racing in the desert. So that's why we like this a lot. It's very durable. It's a kit that's all complete and ready to go, and it's just mounted. So with the railing back in the down position, it's all secured and tightened down. We just open up our hatch, and we just simply walk down and go back down to the first floor. One feature of this trailer I was really excited about was this pocket door that's got a glass door in it. So it's a tinted glass door, really nice latching mechanism that's overhead here that keeps it secure. You just pop this button here and open up your glass door. And this is a great way to have separation so your buddies don't use your bathroom at the track. but you just open this up, it's tight, it's behind the cabinets here, and then you enter into where the bathroom and the sleeping area is. So there you have it, 36-foot custom Intech race trailer. Reach out to us if you have any custom projects that you guys want to work on. We've got highly qualified people, very competitive rates, shipping nationwide. So reach out to us. We'd love to be involved in your project. And if you like what you've seen here, like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more content like this to come.